Hi everyone and welcome to Germany for Student channel. Today is the 35th lesson of A1 level of German language course, and today we are going to talk about the dative verbs. Now why dative verbs are important? Because whenever we use dative verb in a sentence, then the object that we use in the sentence that has to be treated in the dative case, which means that if we are using a personal pronoun or a possessive pronoun in the sentence in which we are using dative verb also, then we have to take this personal pronoun or possessive pronoun in dative case. Similarly, if we are using definite or indefinite article, then we have to use the indefinite or definite article from the dative case. There is a long list of dative verbs, but the most important and commonly used 10 dative verbs which are very important for A1 level, I have listed them here, and I will put some more verbs in the description of this video so that you can extend your vocabulary about the dative verbs. So here I start with the antworten. Antworten is a dative verb which means to answer, and for each verb I have also made one sentence so that we can see how we have to use the dative verbs and what will be the effect of dative verb. So for antworten, to answer, I have taken the example antwortet mir morgen. Now we know that the sentence structure is so that we have kept the subject at the first position and the verb in a normal German sentence will always come at the second position, and it will be conjugated according to the subject of sentence. Therefore, when we use antworten with respect to it becomes antwortet. So antwortet is the conjugation of antworten with respect to the subject antwortet mir morgen. He answers me tomorrow. Now, in this sentence, mir is the object of the sentence. Because the verb we are using here is a dative verb, therefore, the personal pronoun which is being used as an object in this sentence, we will take it from the dative. We know that the personal pronoun in accusative is mich, and for dative it is mir. So we have used the one from the dative case. Antwortet mir morgen. He answers me tomorrow. Now let's look at the second example. Second verb is danken, which means to thank. Ich danke ihr für ihre Unterstützung. Ich danke ihr für ihre Unterstützung. I thank her for her assistance. Now, in this sentence, again, ich is the subject of the sentence and verb will be conjugated according to the subject of sentence. So, danken will become danke for the subject ich. And now, I thank her. Her in German language is sie in case of accusative and ihr in case of dative. Therefore, we have used her from the dative because the verb we are using is dative. Für ihre Unterstützung, for her assistance. Now, für is an accusative preposition. Therefore, the part of the sentence after this accusative preposition will be treated in the accusative case, because ire is the personal pronoun for a feminine noun in accusative. The next example is helfen. Helfen means to help. Ich helfe ihm. I help him. Now here again, ich is the subject of sentence. Helfen is coming at the second position and it will be conjugated according to the subject ich. Therefore, it will become helfe. Him in German language, for accusative it's ihn, and for dative it's ihn. So we are using the one from the dative because we are using dative verb helfen in this sentence. Next example, wünschen. Wünschen means to wish. Sie wünschen mir viel Erfolg. They wish me lot of success. Now in this sentence again, sie, which means they, here how we have identified this, that this sie correspond to they, and the conjugation of wünschen is wünschen for sie, which means they. If it's considered as sie, she in English language, then it will be sie wünscht mir viel Erfolg. She wishes me a lot of success. But here sie wünschen, therefore this sie means they. Now object of the sentence is me, and we know that in accusative it's mich and in dative it's mir. So we have to use the one from the dative case. Therefore we have used mir for an object in this sentence. Next example is glauben, which means to believe. Sie glaubt euch nicht. She doesn't believe you. Now in this sentence, if we look at this sie and this conjugation of glauben verb, then we can identify that this sie means she, because if we conjugate glauben with respect to sie as she, then it becomes glaubt. And if we want to say they don't believe you, then we have to use sie glauben euch nicht. So this conjugation of verb is giving us a hint which sie we mean here. Now next is passieren. Passieren means to happen or to occur. Example is, das ist uns nie passiert. Das ist uns nie passiert. It has never happened to us. Now, this is a perfect sentence, and when we learned perfect, we saw that passieren is belonging to a category of verb which will take sein verb at the second position, and when we conjugate sein with respect to this, it becomes ist. So das ist uns nie passiert. It has never happened to us. Us in German language is uns for both accusative and dative. So we are using the one from the dative. Das ist uns nie passiert. Next is gehören. Gehören means to belong. Das Buch gehört dem Lehrer. This book belongs to the teacher. Now in this sentence, again, first position is for the subject. The second one is for the verb of the sentence, which is gehören, and it is conjugated with respect to das Buch, so it becomes gehört dem Lehrer. Since we are using this gehören verb in this sentence, therefore the object of this sentence, which is Lehrer, will be dative, and the definite article for this masculine noun in dative case is dem. Therefore we have used dem Lehrer. Next example is gefallen. Gefallen means to like. Gefällt euch mein neues Auto? Now because this is a question, the verb will come at the first position and it will be conjugated according to the subject, which is mein neues Auto, and because this is a dative verb, therefore the object, which is you plural, that will be taken from the dative case, and the accusative you is euch and dative is also euch. Therefore we will use euch from the dative. Gefällt euch mein neues Auto. Now next example is empfehlen verb. Empfehlen is also a dative verb which means to recommend. Ich empfehle dir das Restaurant. Ich empfehle dir das Restaurant. I recommend you this restaurant. Now here again, ich is the subject. At the second position, we will conjugate the verb empfehlen with respect to the subject ich, and it will become empfehle. Now I am recommending this restaurant to you, therefore you will be the object and you will be from the dative case, and we know that dish is in the accusative for you as an object, and der is the one from the dative case. Therefore we will use der because the verb we are using is dative verb. Now the last example is schmecken verb. Schmecken means to taste. Das Fleisch schmeckt den Kindern nicht. The meat doesn't taste the kids. Now in this sentence again, das Fleisch is the subject of sentence, is at the first position. At the second position we have conjugated the schmecken verb with respect to das Fleisch and it becomes schmeckt. Now the object of in this sentence is den Kindern. Now Kinder is the plural of kind, so kind is singular and Kinder is plural, but since we are using this plural noun in dative case, therefore we have to add an n at the end if the noun does not have an n already at the end. And here we have added n, and when we want to use the definite article in dative case for a plural noun, then we have to use den as definite article for a plural noun in dative case. So this is how we have to use dative verbs. Whenever we use a dative verb, the object will be considered in the dative case and we have to apply the rules of dative, which means if there is a definite or indefinite article, we have to use the definite or indefinite article from dative, and if there is a possessive or personal pronoun, then we have to use the possessive or personal pronoun from the dative case. So I will put another list of dative verbs so that you can extend your vocabulary. The dative topic will continue in the next lessons also, so that you can master the dative from all aspects. And please don't forget to give your feedback regarding the course, whether you are liking it, whether you are finding it easier for you to understand, or whether you have some suggestions so that we can improve it further. Thank you. Bye.